I'm stuck on this tiny island with absolutely nothing except 2 trees and this stupid looking cow just staring at me. I'm gonna try to survive as long as I can in hardcore, so one mistake and it's all over. I started the day off by looking around and heading to the only 2 trees I had to get some wood. After that, I just stood there staring at the leaves like an idiot, praying they drop a sapling, because if they don't, then yeah, trees are now officially extinct. Finally, a sapling fell down, and god, I never expected to be this happy for a sapling. Oh my god, let's go. We actually got lucky with a sapling, but it's only 1 though. Now, 1 sapling is better than none, but it also means that the next tree has an even smaller chance of giving us another. So yeah, the wood crisis isn't over yet. I planted the sapling and crafted a wooden pickaxe to grab some stone, which I used for some tools. Then I planted the 1 single seed I got from all the grass on the island. With no food in sight, I knew the cow had to go. Yeah, nah, I cannot do it. But that didn't matter since we were surrounded by a whole ocean. So I hopped in my boat, went fishing, and kept an eye out for any structures along the way. Ooh, I think I found a wrecked ship. It is a wrecked ship, yeah. Ooh, some food. Let's go. That's actually not bad. It was already night, so I went mining for some coal and more cobblestone and stumbled into a cave. A water cave to be exact. And by the way, I hate water caves. Anyway, I found some coal, cooked up my food, and oh hey, a sea turtle came to visit. Still needed iron though, so I ditched the old mine and started digging straight down. Kids, don't try this at home. I found a big cave right under me, so I went down carefully, and miracle of miracles, I found some iron. So I went back up to smelt it, because if I'm going cave diving, I at least need a shield and some armor. Night was closing in again, so I lit up the island with torches to keep mobs away, then chopped down the tree that had grown, and it dropped not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 saplings. 4? Oh my god. So it's safe to say that the wood crisis is finally over. Anyway, I decided to flatten out the island to make some more space and built a little tree growing zone. I know it looks bad, but I'm gonna change it, okay? Don't come at me in the comments. Anyway, I needed a house, so I started sketching out what it might look like, and wow, that drawing looks amazing. Man, what am I doing with my life? I was gonna need a lot of wood, so I crafted a composter, grabbed some kelp, and turned it into bone meal to speed grow my trees. Basically tree steroids. And I repeated that over and over until I had enough wood. I started building the house with oak logs first, then planks, and honestly, it's looking pretty good so far. But you know what's not good? Yeah, phantoms, because now they can spawn. I did run out of materials, so I'm just gonna fast forward past the boring grind to the grand house reveal. Look, I tried my best, okay? Just tell me what y'all think in the comments. I still needed iron, so I stocked up on food and headed back underground, because apparently risking my life in a cave is just part of my daily routine now. Yo, look how many mobs there are. Is that a chicken jockey? No way. I cleared out the mobs, grabbed some iron, and ended up with a solid 31 iron ingots. I crafted the rest of my armor, made a few tools, and of course the most important item in Minecraft history, a bucket. Now, you remember this monstrosity of a build, right? Well, time to upgrade it. Okay, y'all can't lie, that looks way better. Now, as you can see, I don't exactly have a 5-star buffet going on, so I left the island and waited for a bit, hoping some animals would spawn so I could finally start a farm. But sadly, when I came back, there were no animals. I was really starting to lose it with these things, so I needed a bed. I headed down into a cave, hoping to find some spiders because, you know, string equals wool, and wool equals bed, and bed equals freedom from these irritating mobs. While looking for some spiders, I found some diamonds, then spotted a huge cave in the distance. I found gold, iron, a few more diamonds, some spiders, and then an entire skeleton army just chilling down there. Like, bro, what am I supposed to do? Anyways, I finally made myself a bed, then hopped on my boat and headed to a shipwreck I'd seen earlier. And what do you know, we actually found carrots. Along the way, I also found a ruined portal, which of course had absolutely nothing useful. I wanted to make a separate island for my carrots and but we were fresh out of dirt, so I went ahead and got some dirt under the island. I made this island into a circle because I thought it would look better, and yeah, it does. Way better than whatever this was. I was on my way to go fishing, but then this happened. What? No way. Wait, we have 2 chickens. Yo, we could actually start a chicken farm. And that's exactly what I did. So I gathered the materials I needed, then went up just to see that more animals spawned. This is actually insane. But anyways, I proceeded to make the farm and then put all the sheep in a single area. And there you have it. 2 farms ready to go. For this farm, all you do is keep on feeding the animals until there's so many that they start dying from entity cramming. Pretty cruel, right? But for this one, well, I'm pretty sure we all know how this works. For some reason, 2 wandering traders showed up, which was pretty odd. One of them had a cactus, but I I had no emeralds, so I respectfully told the other traders to leave, then remove the llamas for their leads. The island was looking pretty plain so far, so I added a path to my house and some design along the edges just to spice it up a bit, and would you look at that, I was honestly proud of myself until I remembered that I had only iron gear. So I made myself a diamond pickaxe since I'll be needing some obsidian, then headed back down the cave again to get some more diamonds. I also found a dungeon which had some pretty good loot. I came back with all this loot, which is low-key not bad. I also had just enough obsidian to make me an enchanting table and a nether portal. Curiosity got the better of me and I just had to see what our nether spawn looked like. And guys, it was horrible. I spawned in the worst biome imaginable. I kept strip mining hoping to find an opening and was greeted with a fireball. I then headed back because I wasn't about to risk my life whatsoever. I wasn't feeling how the nether portal looked, so I decided to make a nether themed island for it. I gathered the resources, got to work, and it actually came out pretty good. Then I used the rest of my diamonds for some armor and gave them and my pickaxe some decent enchants. After that, I headed back into the nether to see if I could spot a fortress since I really needed blaze rods. And to my surprise, there was one right next to me, so I made my way over there, found a spawner, and basically committed war crimes against the entire blaze population. I came back with 10 blaze rods, which should be enough to find a stronghold. I still needed a diamond sword and the rest of my armor, so I just started strip mining because the caves that I explored just don't have any more diamonds. After I got every single thing I needed, I was still missing pearls, so I went to the nether to find some endermen and then hunted them one by one till I had enough pearls. I crafted the Eye of Ender, then took a last look at my island before I went to the stronghold. It took a while, but I managed to find it. I loaded up the portal, then hopped in with no hesitation. I took down all the towers, then waited for the dragon to purge. Then when I killed it, I went in the portal, then took a last look at the island before I say goodbye. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed it.